Ta-tanne, ta-tanne. I couldn't find the game for a second. Hello. It's Fata Morgana. Oh, 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 oh. There are 2 instances of it. Why? Why? Hybrid! Hi, hi. Oh, that's the wrong instance, I guess. Show up? Nope. Nope. Where is it? Is it this one? There's only... Oh, wait. Hold on. Wait. Wait, I picked new game. Wait. Anyway, how are you today? I hope you're doing lovely. I'm probably gonna be very confused, but I'm also excited. To summarize, I can summarize once we're there. I don't know. Oh no, I can't skip the intro. No! Wait, let's turn this down first. For some reason, it's finicky. Maybe because it's full screen. System? Windowed? Oh, that's so small. Uh-oh. Dang it. Wait. Oh, I quit the game. No! Everything. Why? I thought when it said exit the mansion, it would take me to the full home screen. Oops. Yeah, I've been on weekend since Thursday because my country lol, so I've been chilling since. Ooh, like weekends. Oh? Oh, your weekends start on Thursday. Nice. Because holiday, I assume? Or just the country? But it's good. It's always good when you have time to chill on the weekend. For me, my weekend's kinda like a little rushed. My Live 2D license expires tomorrow, and maybe I'm not gonna finish my rigging, but I'm close. I'm like very close to finishing. I just need to do the booby physics. Why House in Fata Morgana no work, huh? Huh? Show up. Heyo! Excited? Okay. Let's try capture specific window. Ah, I remember why I use display capture for this game because it's a little finicky. Okay. Let's... Ooh! Hi, Bing! Welcome! Haven't seen you in a hot minute. Thanks for the sub. Right. I was thinking of that today when I woke up, a while ago. I've been meaning to do, like, a stream where I make little ice cream balls of you guys for subbing as a reward. Think of it... excuse me. Oh no, don't eat while you talk. Think of it as like a me setting up my coffee subscription because I'm taking a long time to set it up. A bonus. Wow. I forgot to turn transition mode on. Oops. Anyway. Hello, it's been so long. Kinda, sorta. Not really. I missed you. I'm pretty sure this is load. Yeah. So, okay. It's for you. Also, hey Tree! Welcome, welcome. Happy to see you here. So, to summarize it so far, slowly but surely, time trekked onward, everyone working toward their own individual goals. That's it. Each early summer breeze that blew through the garden was like God's hollowed breath carrying the flowers' fragrance in through Rose Manor's windows. Ooh. If only time could be stopped and this beautiful era made to live on through eternity. As usual, Mel's eyes chased after the white-haired girl, and Nellie pursed her lips in frustration at him. That's the summary. Yeah, I'm glad that line's here. But she was still rather docile. Even taking into account how self-centered she behaved, how fickle her temper, Nellie's fits were still no worse than a playful kitten. See? At that very moment, our lively little feline had her claws poised to swat at the flaxen-haired young man. So, here are MCs, Nellie and Mel. And their brother and sister, they had a really good childhood together, very close siblings. Almost a little too close, not gonna lie. They called each other prince and princess, like, kind of make-believe, but I have a feeling... No, I'm gonna trust that it's just, like, sibling love. And I don't have anything to enforce that really, because at her birthday, she danced with him instead of, like, her suitors, you know, because royalty and such. And I get it, like, that's also normal, right? Like, you don't want to be married off to someone at 14. You definitely don't want to meet anyone at that time, you know? And so she danced with him, and, like, there's no romance in that, I think. I couldn't say for sure, but... Indeed, Raven. Right. Because they're just brother and sister. Nothing could go wrong. Actually, the most that I think that could go wrong is like witch stuff, but we'll see. I forgot her voice, but I know it's like hi and like pouty. Like, Mel, you promised me. Or have you forgotten? I haven't forgotten. I'm just asking if we can go another day. Another day? This isn't something that happens every day. I've been looking forward to tonight's performance for so long. There's nothing I can do about that. We're having a gathering at the priest's home tonight. My voice isn't like raspy. I remember his voice was really low because I'd been reading for an hour. But my voice has gone back to normal. Nothing weird going on here. Nothing that may or may not start with an I and end on incest. No. I don't think so. Maybe. Oh wow, I missed two. This game looks nice. It is. The music is all like original too, which is cool. It's fair. Maybe. Several high-ranking oh, that's not his voice. Have come up This is a 17-year-old boy. Just for this. Who cares? I care. You know, Nellie, it doesn't have to be me who goes with you. No, I want to go with you, Mel. You've been so distant lately, dearest Mel. You refuse to do anything with me. That's not true. Tell me, if you can't go today, when can you? When will you be willing to go out with me? Don't say it like that. I just had a I just said no incest. When will you be willing to play cards with me? To have tea together? I can't make any promises. Oh, Haru. Hello, Haru. Hello, my sweet. And hello, Caesar. Welcome, Raiders. Today is Fata Morgana. It's a visual novel. I'm going through it for the first time. It's about not incest. I think. But she literally just said, why won't you go out with me? But it's like a friend. I mean, it's like a sibling thing. I think. My chat drowned me before raiding, so I couldn't decide on a raid message. Oh, it's okay. I appreciate it. Welcome all. How have you been? What did you do? I like glanced at the Twitch homepage for a second. I saw you and I was like, oh yeah, hell yeah, they're streaming at the same time. But then you raided me. Ah. Also, hello Nex. By the way, I love your voice. It's very sweet. I love you. You foster me. Oh, mobile game. Nice. How what was it? You know, actually, I'm gonna side. I'm gonna sidebar. I actually tried downloading a city builder because I watch a lot of city building videos, and now I'm like in it. But every mobile game that I downloaded was really bad, and like really railroady or not what you want to download on your phone, or it's like EA's big whole SimCity. I don't like. It wasn't good. Haru just carried. Don't watch the VOD, just trust us. Hey, big mobile game ups. Hashtag Compass. It's Japan mobile game. Why'd I say it like that? But that's cool. Never heard of it. Oh hey, I hold immense power that I really want to show off to raiders. Ah, I see. You do have a lot of power. Ara ara. Ara ara. There we go. That one's good. I'm gonna go write in my diary now. I love you. I love you too. Keep going. Don't forget to drink water. Thank you. I will. Let me put that up right here. Thank you. I can't make any promises. I have things to do, obligations. And Nelly, you're almost an adult yourself. Stop acting like such a child. Ouch. I'm not an adult yet. Wait, I don't know why. I'm still a kid. If it means I don't get to play with you anymore, dearest Mel, then I don't want to be an adult. Nelly, you can't. Lady Nelly, the master wishes to speak with you. Why am I stuttering? Oh, blah 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 blah. I need to drink, that's why. Whenever I don't drink, I... Huh? Father does? What could he want? Go on, Nelly. You can't make Father wait. He's very particular about people keeping their appointments. Yes, he is. Unlike you, dearest Mel. What's got her in such a foul mood? Ah, thank goodness for small miracles. Nelly just won't seem to take me at my word lately. You mustn't be so harsh on her. She is your one and only, darling little sister. You're right, but still, she's taking it a bit too far of late. Oh? I'm not so sure. She does not seem to be behaving any differently to me. Am I the one acting differently then? Ah, you've acted the same though. Actually. Well, enough about that. Can I ask you a favor? Me? What can I do for you? I was thinking. Physically, Mel was undeniably a young man, but the smirk that crossed his lips as he schemed gave his face the sweet look of a little boy. Or perhaps that was simply part of his charm. And it was not the age disparity, but his character that made him smile so heartwarming. What did he ask of me? Oh, right, when it's like this, it is the maid's perspective. You shall find out soon enough. Drink, 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 drink. I bow down to you. Unlike you, dearest Mel. Yep, she's been calling him that the whole game. Ever since they were kids, so. Let's see what happens. It's, wait. Her voice is very. It's cloudy. And thank goodness for that, too. Though it would be even better if we're even darker out. I believe the textile shop was around here. It's these two. Also, to explain this whole relationship, they met. She entered their house, their mansion, as a maid. They don't know where she came from, Mel and Nelly. And she's been secretive about that. And he's kind of into her. She might be into him. Big question mark on that one. But he has the hots. Hi there. Lord Mel, fancy meeting you here? Yeah, what a surprise. So, what do you say we take this chance and go for a little walk? He meant to go here, huh? Since you're sensitive to the sunlight, we can keep our eyes out for shadowy areas as we go. And if you feel unwell, just let me know. I was sent out to run an errand. Don't worry about that. Come on, follow me. I'm sorry. It, actually wasn't an accident that we crossed paths. I planned this out ahead of time, asked to have you sent out on a fake errand. It feels like I'm always on alert back at the mansion. Can't relax in my own house. It's actually kind of funny. Sorry, that was inappropriate of me. I just thought since the sun's mostly blocked out, it would be alright if... I'm feeling just fine. Our boy's becoming a man, kind of. Might be a bit pushy though. Sending her out and then like going there, like no sister, I cannot go with you. I'm pursuing a lady. Of course. I get her out of the house and I can't even think of anything to say. Hey, yes? Have you settled into life at the mansion? I have. Everyone has been such a big help. That's good to hear. Indeed. So, yes. Nellie told me she had you help redecorate her room sometime back. Yes, that was shortly after I arrived. What of it? Yeah, that day Nellie told me that you don't, I don't... Never mind, sorry, it's not important. Let me drink some water. I can't believe it. Has my voice already given out? 20 minutes in? No. This is a visual novel. I can't do that. The small talk, though, it's a very... Never mind. Sorry, it's not important. Hmm? It is important, but I just can't ask how she feels about me. That would make it sound like I sound like I do, don't I? Lord Mel? Oh, sorry. Had something on my mind. It looks like it might rain again today. The weather usually gets better as summer approaches, not worse like it has been. It won't be a heavy storm, though. No? The wind is too gentle. You can tell from that? Vaguely, but yes. Huh. That's impressive. I often leave the house unprepared, only to find myself sloshing back in the rain. You laugh a lot more than you used to. Do I? Yeah, and I like that. You look better with a smile on your face. The smile suits Lady Nellie much more than I. What? Her smile and your smile are completely different. Also, a smile suits you as well, Lord Mel. Do you really think so? What am I supposed to do? In the face of a smile like that? So, yes. Knowing her, if I ask, I'm imposing. She'll say no without hesitation. Trying to cover myself isn't going to get me anywhere. Let me... I'm going to eat some of my food to clear my throat. Oh man. Actually, maybe I shouldn't have put extra sugar on my strawberries. Maybe that's what makes me... My umbrella's always in my bag. Might be useful only once in a while, but thank God it's there when needed. Actually, this is very... Not this. That is very... Brain go burr. It's really useful, yeah. I'm the type that doesn't bring it in my bag because I'm like, that's extra weight. It's not gonna rain. And then it rains. But that's a prepared boy, I see. You sure this is not incest? I'm not sure. We don't know where she comes from, but I'm pretty sure it's a different place. Like, these two? No, not incest. Those two? Maybe. Well, not in this case, since this is not his sister. Hold on a second. I never did get you those flowers like I promised. There was a single white rose blooming in the garden. I was planning to give it to you, but it disappeared before I had the chance. So, I'd like you to have this. It's not a real rose, but it won't wilt either. Mel was holding an ornamental white rose. Oh, it was an impressively detailed replica of the real thing, crafted by an incredibly skilled artisan's hand. It was, I imagine, made by the same craftsman from whom Mel had ordered Nellie's birthday necklace. Oh, I see. That's so, The young man, who but a handful of days earlier had said he had no sweetheart, had come in to commission a present for a girl. Aww. Wait, a few days? The master of the shop must have been quite surprised. Or perhaps it had given him a good laugh instead. It was for this moment that he so desperately sought for time together with the white-haired girl. I don't know what you like, so I had to base it on my sister's tastes. Oh, honey, don't. My apologies. I cannot accept this. Is the design not to your liking? No, I just... If you're concerned about how much I paid for it, don't be. I just want you to have it, that's all. Please. Why are you so kind to me? Why? Because... I'm sorry, I can't accept it. A clear glint of flustered panic was visible in her red eyes. There's not a girl in the world whose heart would not flutter at the sight of a sparkling rose accessory. Rather. But her reaction was far from delight. As a matter of fact, there were traces of fear and apprehension in her countenance. Oh, I beg your pardon. Hold on. With a look of distress on her face, the white-haired girl made to run off, but Mel grabbed her by the arm in the nick of time. At least, tell me why. Is it because you dislike me? I never said... Something's wrong with me. From the day you arrived at the mansion, it's like I haven't been myself. I've been strangely aflutter ever since then. Whether I try to study, or whether I try to read, none of it sticks. I'm just looking at pages of text, tracing rows of letters, only for them to disappear as soon as I look away. It's all because of you. I truly am sorry. Please, don't be any more generous than you already have. When I'm with you, my willpower wavers. Oh, what do you mean by that? I'm so sorry. And she runs. Oh, pretty boy. Wait. Mel's grip loosened for a moment, allowing her to slip free and dart off like a gust of wind, not giving him a chance to stop her a second time. The dumbfounded, flaxen-haired boy stood frozen in place, left all by himself. The breeze, which the white-haired girl had called gentle earlier, felt faintly chilly, almost as if mocking him. It looks like she's even less fond of me than I thought. God, I'm crying. Oh, I'm pathetic. Oh no, not the priest. He's gonna see you crying. Well, if it isn't Mel, what might you be? Are you crying? I'm so pitiful. Oh, he's not even hiding it. Sorry you had to see this. Think nothing of it. I passed by a girl just a few moments ago. She appeared to be rather distressed as well. Did something happen between the two of you? I wasn't good enough, it seems. Oh boy. Not good enough? That was the new maid I was telling you about before. I was, like you said, Father, I was keen on her. Quite. Enough to bring me to tears like a miserable child. Oh, but she rejected me. I don't even have what it takes to be a stand-in prince. Mel. I apologize for complaining to you about this. I'm completely hopeless. Mel. Please don't try to cheer me up. I don't need any sympathy. No, Mel, listen to me. What? I've seen that girl before. Oh, what do you mean? But, you said she was a servant at your house, right? In which case... Yes, she is. Please, tell me, Father. Where did you see her? Why must you be so evasive? It was... probably someone else. Oh, Father. Someone else? You're saying you mistook someone who stands out as much as her? Father. She, and a man whom I assume is her father, paid a visit to the church once. They came asking for food, their clothes in tatters. The two were emaciated. Oh, new word. I don't think they were eating daily. What? Wait a minute. Are you saying she's a beggar? Oh, there was a beggar outside of the church actually that we interacted with before. Maybe that's him. But Father said she came from an esteemed house. Which is why I said I might be mistaken, Mel. She has a singular aspect, but it is possible there's another girl who looks similar. Deep down, though, the priest surely believed the opposite. Oh, I see. The boy be flexing his immense power inherited from his father. Mmm. Father this, father that. Father priest, father. You know? I have butterflies in my stomach. Oh, hopefully they're not too crushed at this whole scene. And so he said sternly, like teacher to a pupil, "But you must be absolutely certain, Mel. Understood? You cannot proceed any further without knowing her ancestry." Oh, I see. May I visit the church, father? By all means. In the back of Mel's mind, a vision of the night of the storm, the night the white-haired girl arrived at the mansion was surely replaying. She had been wearing little more than rags and covered in grime, hardly the appearance of a respectable young lady of class. Auga. Have I been putting her through unnecessary stress? If she actually turns out to be nameless, to be rankless, no matter where she comes from, my heart is decided. I will not fool myself about how I feel any longer. No, I cannot fool myself. But how does she feel? What will everyone else think? I have to find out why she was welcomed into our house. I'll ask mother or father. No, if for some reason they don't know she's an aristocratic, I'm better off not saying anything. But if they don't, then does that mean she's been lying to us? And to them? I have to find out. This time, I must get answers. This route is locked until you discover all of the white-haired girl's dark secrets. Oh, Nelly. Wait, let me take a sip. I wasn't unsure if I muted myself. Oops. No, absolutely not. You come back and the first thing that you say is that? I hate you, father. I will not stand for this. Why? Why would he just suddenly throw that on me? He didn't even ask for my opinion. Oh, no, I won't do it. I'm fine. I'm fine the way things are. I'm just fine. Dearest Mel, I need your help. I don't oh, want to get married. Oh. Oh man, she has her own conflicts as well. Well, we didn't hear anything weird if there's anything. Now I was just drinking water. This may seem sudden, but I must confess that I made a grave mistake. My transgression is that I was unable to completely predict where this path we were traveling led. My hands were full dealing with my immediate day-to-day tasks, so I could do naught but pray there was happiness waiting in the future. Happiness for everyone who lived within Rose Manor. But I am but a mere maid. Excuse me. There are limits to what I am allowed to do. And furthermore, it was not my place to offer her my hand. Roads, such as the one we are following, have a way of diverging with little warning. And if you do not turn the wheel exactly right at those sudden forks, you may end up somewhere horribly off course. I was well aware of that fact, which is why I thought that what I did was for the best. Oh, what did you do? It's happening again. I made sure the door was closed, but I can sense someone standing there. Someone watching me. Footsteps. They're looking down at me. I want to open my eyes, but I can't do it. Curses. You're just going to leave without doing anything, aren't you? I am. Then hurry up and get out of here. free me from this torture. No, tonight they're on my bed now, looking down at me. Oh, don't give me a scary. My neck. Oh, I can't speak. I can't move. Oh, I don't like this. I don't like that. I forgot the term for it. Sleep paralysis. These cold fingers. That soft breath. What? Why? I can move my body. But that's not important right now. Whoa! You choke me? You smell of roses. The scent of a world far removed from ours. Oh. He made to gasp at the sight before him, only to realize he could not. The pressure of her cold fingertips, wrapped around his throat, robbed him almost entirely of the ability to breathe. Why? He silently mouthed the word. For that moment at least, her melancholic ruby eyes were focused wholly on the flaxen-haired young man. In them glowed Choke me hard. Choke me harder, my waifu. Please. In them glowed a faint again. In them glowed a faint flicker of willpower, and a continuously burning agitation that aroused her to action. I told you to stop being so kind to me. Why? It will all be over soon. Please don't make any noise. Why? To put an end to this family. You are my only. Why are you shaking? What? Upon hearing Mel's words, the strength drained from her slender fingers. He had not been questioning why she would do such a thing. There was, of course, a trace of bewilderment visible in his eyes, but he did not shout, nor he did not tremble in fear. He instead expressed concern for the young man. Oops, woman. Sorry, I was putting my blanket on. A little chilly. He instead expressed concern for the young woman who looked like a cornered rabbit. I'm not shaking. You are, I can see it. As he slowly regained his breath, Mel's voice too grew clearer. Conversely, the red-eyed girl... Sorry, I'm really into this scene. Conversely, the red-eyed girls grew progressively more faint and raspy. You are not doing... Blankie. Got the blankie on. You know, I keep that thing on me. You are not doing this because you genuinely want to. There is some other reason. This is what I desire. Have you been to my room before? You have. I'm sorry. Well, I'll be damned. Tell me, why are you shaking? You're not putting any pressure on my neck. Why haven't you run? Oh, did I read the wrong? Oops, sorry. Because I cannot fathom why you would do this, so I'm not afraid. Do you hate me so deeply you want me dead? Do you despise me to the point that you would be willing to take my life with your own hands? No, I don't. See? Like I said, there's another reason. If it isn't because you detest me, then tell me, why is it? I'm sorry. I will leave your room now. I will do my best not to bother you any further, so please forget anything ever happened. Do you think I'm just going to say okay and let you go? Why can't you tell me the reason? I'm sorry. Alright, then I'll try and guess. What? It has something to do with your lineage. You're troubled by it somehow. Am I right? Exactly. I thought so. How do you know about that? The priest at the church told me... Oh. The priest at the church told me he had seen you before. He also told me a little about your origin. But that's all I know. The only difference between us is social rank. I don't know what would cause you to do this. Please tell me who you really are. Tell me why you came to the mansion, and why father allowed you to be a maid. I haven't said anything to mother or father. If you're hiding the truth from them, they still don't know. But I want to. I won't get mad at you. Yo, girl, you're doing this the wrong way. You gotta use both hands and put strength into it. Or, You have to put actually both of your fingers on the vein, not the windpipe. I'm kidding. Excuse me as I drink some water. I won't get mad at you or have you punished. I'll even swear to God if you'd like. I want to be the prince who whisks you away. I want to be like the prince who rescued the girl from the dark mansion and showed her the world. I know I'm not that dependable, but I want to help you. Why do you show me such compassion? Why do you treat me like this? I have my hand around your neck. Why? I thought it would be obvious. Or have I not expressed myself well enough? I love you. Every time you push away, it crushes me. I didn't even know my heart could feel such distress. If you dislike me and don't want to be with me, then, well, I'll just have to live with that, as much as it may hurt. But if you have some other reason, some weight on your shoulders that you can't share with anyone else, tell me. I want to help you. There are other options. Things we can do about your... No, that's not it. Huh? I've tried to hate you so many times. So yes, there's more to it than just social status. But I can't do it. I couldn't make myself do it. What do you mean? I had so many chances, but I couldn't do anything. Well, yeah, what a convenient damsel in distress, huh? It's a weird kind of damsel in distress too, though, right? Right? That was a question, sorry. Gotta go, sumimasen, bye. No, sorry. It's okay. And I hope you have a nice day. And take care. Bye-bye. She spoke in a stifled voice, as if every word had to fight to escape her lips. She appeared so fragile, so precarious looking down on him, that it seemed as though if a gust of wind were to whisk through the room, it would blow her away completely. Her pale fingers were trembling, like she had tried to squeeze them again and failed. However, her hand did not pull away from his still, slender neck. Her hand is so cold. He did not challenge her, but he simply kept his eyes affixed on hers, as if carefully watching to see what she would do next. I'll say it as many times as I must. I love you. And I wouldn't be able to accept losing you without knowing anything. So please, tell me the reason. I'll see to it that you're taken care of. Those are the words of a man of means, Lord Mel. Of someone blessed enough to have pity for others. You are a foolish young man. You know nothing. But the greatest fool of all is myself. If you agree to punish me, I will talk. Tell me. Her long white hair and his soft flaxen hair touched. For just the briefest of moments, it appeared in the darkness as though they had fused together. The white-haired girl, having finally gathered the courage, began to slowly tell her tale. On the night of the storm, oh, that's not her voice. On the night of the storm, I paid a visit to Rose Manor, this mansion. My father and I were always on the move, traveling across the land by foot, so it was only recently that we had heard rumors of Rose Manor. There are several reasons why we couldn't stay in one place. First is my unusual appearance. People often find the color of my skin or eyes disconcerting. So after living in one place for long enough, unsettling rumors would begin to spread, forcing us to leave. Another reason was my father's line of work. He painted pictures for a living, but he had trouble finding a patron, so he had to work day to day. When he was no longer able to find work in a city, we would move. We were birds that migrated without a flock. When we arrived at this town, my father was exhausted and weak. That is when we learned of Rose Manor and the family who dwelled within it. Rhodes is a name my father could never forget. He was, long ago, a painter in service of the Rhodes family. Hold on. Your father was an artist here? Yes. It was before I was born, so you probably don't remember Lord Mel. So, you knew about us before you came here? For as long as I can remember, I've known the name Rhodes. My father was chased from your house, just because they didn't like something he painted. Oh, having failed the Rhodes family, no one else would become his patron. Just as a good reputation spreads, so too does a bad one. Branded once as a failure, no one will take you in ever again. You nobles throw out your party. You nobles throw your parties and spread your gossip about this painter or that sculptor. The rose you tried to give me is an example of that. It was certainly crafted with skill, but the jeweler is only known because some aristocrat spoke highly of him. My father's paintings were no less skillful. His was a talent that could not easily be imitated, but no one was willing to separate the art from the artist. The Rhodes family stole everything from my father, but even thrown out onto the streets, his only skill was painting. That was all he could do to earn a living. What little money we had for food, he gave to me. He did anything he could to ensure my survival, even at the expense of his own well-being. My father passed away in this town. Up until his last breath, he was only ever concerned about me. He held me in his arms and ran his fingers through my hair, an apologetic look on his face. If I had a normal appearance, I'm sure life would have been much easier. He was always telling me how sorry he was for making life so hard, even though it's not his fault I look like this. I disdained the Rhodes family for putting my father through such hardship. I imagine you were still living in decadence, acting as though nothing had ever happened. No, you wouldn't even care for the fate of one simple painter. Our lives meant nothing to you. And so, I sought to bring misfortune upon you. And that's why you tried to kill me. In truth, I had wanted to take the master's life, but your father spent so much time outside the mansion. And so... You're right. If they lost me, it would put my family in a very difficult position. That is the whole of my tale. You now know about my father and how I feel about you. Having told you the blackness in my heart, I cannot go on living like nothing has changed. Please give me punishment. Why? Why would you have me put the one I love? Oh, my stomach is grumbling. Hold on. Oof, the roast. Oh boy. She is going like hard, but at the same time, at the end. Let's take a small snack break. How are you so far? I hope everyone's doing well. Let's get an awooga in chat for how long he's been under her. Wait, here's a mystery question. Who's this girl's mom? I'm making a very wild guess, but what if she's an illegitimate child between the artist and Mel's mom? Bro, we haven't actually seen the mother or the father yet. And the mother of her, of course. Illegitimate. Oops, sorry, that's not the right word. Oh, my mama came in and she was like, "Hi, you didn't sleep yet?" No, I didn't. Oh. Admittedly, I have been up since last night. I mean, yesterday. Oops. Oopsie. Anyway, awooga. For some reason, I was thinking she was secretly a vampire. She does have that aesthetic. There was like a scene before where she turned that rose that they mentioned in the garden white. But I'm not sure if she's the witch or if the maid that we are is the witch. That's my theory. Otherwise, why would she be alive like right now? You know? Endless life type beat. Pan. I'm fine. This is... I'm your hikikomori idol who doesn't sleep and eats popcorn for lunch. Love me. I don't blame you, but get some rest when you can. Yes, I will. Thank you, Ray. I take care of myself, don't worry. I eat my vitamins and drink my water and eat my fruits and my... dinner. I was about to say breakfast, but nah. Okay. One more sip and then I'll get back. Hey, popcorn is good with all that salt and butter. Sheesh, yeah. Butter is so good. Movie theater popcorn bangs supremely. I guess it's because they use like the really fine salt and they sprinkle it with the popcorn. It's very like coated, but god damn, it's so good. Oh, it's my favorite popcorn, movie popcorn, because it just hits different than like microwave popcorn or even Jiffy Pop. Excuse me. For context, Jiffy Pop is like the one that you can put on over a fire and then you like shake it like and then it pops in this big aluminum bubble and then you open the bubble and it's full of good popcorn and it's very nice. Right. Why would you have me put the one I love through any more misery? I am not fit for your affection. Not only because I am not aristocratic, but because every time I spoke with you, I did so holding this darkness in my heart. Does that not unnerve you? In the end, it was my family's actions that caused you so much suffering. Would that your father were still alive. Perhaps I could have done something. I'm sorry. And besides, you hesitated. You didn't actually kill me. What am I even to punish you for? As you said, you had countless opportunities, but you could not bring yourself to do it. Tell me, why couldn't you kill me? Because I... If it's because I've given you enough reason to have even the slightest bit of interest in me... Down bad, boy. This boy down bad, absolutely. I mean, if it's because you, like me... If you, like me, then I won't punish you. Unless... Nothing was as I envisioned it. What? I assumed the residents of Rose Manor would be cold. People who believed that wealth and ranked? Oh no! Someone's got Apex on the mind. Oh. Wealth and rank mattered above all. But on the night of the storm, the mistress was the first one to extend her hand to me. I arrived at the mansion disguised as a beggar. Actually, disguise is not the right word. As many nights, I only survived on the generosity of others. The mistress did not send me away when she saw me. Quite the opposite. She took me in as a servant. So that was Mother's doing. I could scarcely believe she would invite a stranger into her home, that she would treat a stranger with such compassion. I thought perhaps she knew who my father was, but I had never met any of you before, so she must simply be that kind-hearted a woman. And the mistress continued to treat me with kindness despite my disquieting appearance and the darkness in my heart. In time, I began to grow less and less sure of myself. Was what I meant to do truly right? Were the things I felt truly justified? But it was a certain fact that my father was here, and that he had been chased out. So I decided I should take your life, to put an end to everything before I wavered any further. And then, you were too kind to me. It's only your fault. Because you laugh with such affection. Because you give me smiles like that. Because you say the things you say. I'm sorry. No, don't apologize. I'm so happy to hear that. Despite, the unusual circumstances. Please, don't say you want to leave. Don't ask me to punish you. I couldn't do anything for your father, but at least allow me to do something for the daughter he cared for so dearly. You are far too kind-hearted. I'll be happier with you around. Oh, I'm remembering one Chip and Dale 40 Minutes cartoon which had Donald Duck make popcorn like that. I don't know if you know that one. Nah, that was out of my era. But yeah, it is the gotta respect the boy's grind. Actually, getting flirty while she's on top of you like that, hey, he's already got the mindset. Yo, my theory is gaining more ground, am I right? Actually, we'll see. I want to see where it goes now, yeah. you baka. I couldn't kill you because you're too cute. It was because of your cuteness that I could not go through with my assassination. You can become a real aristocrat. Brr. I distracted myself and now I'm all blumbly. Huh? There are families that would be willing to adopt you. Especially knowing I would bring them ties to the Rhodes family in the near future. Are you saying... Oh. As long as you're okay with that, of course. I don't understand how you could possibly say that. I have my hand around your neck even as we speak. It seems reasonable enough for me. Sorry, I'm still... I'm thinking about how long. How intimate is that? Oh my. How long her hand has been around his neck like that. Ooh, I would get goosebumps. Boy, if a pretty girl... Oh, oh. I'm desperately looking for some way to not have to lose you. I couldn't. I don't know any etiquette or social customs. How could I? You can learn all of that. You're pretty and naturally graceful. You'll do just fine. You are such an aristocrat, Lord Mel. Well, the way you can come up with with compliments so easily. Only for you. Nellie says my poetry has much charm as a dissertation. I don't understand theater. It puts me to sleep. You laughed. Thank goodness. Keep smiling. You don't have to stop. A smile on your face is a smile on mine. No matter how deep the darkness has taken root in your heart, it can always be removed. I believe people are capable of forging their own futures. Hi. What do you say we go to the theater sometime? I promise I won't sleep through it. At the private theater, we can get seats at the far end of the second floor, so we don't have to stand. They would be pretty lavish seats, and it would give you a chance to experience the noble life. But please, don't be shy. I can have clothes prepared for you. I'll ask one of the maids who can keep a secret. Say, the one with black hair. She kind of scares me, though. I don't know what I'm supposed to say. How could you show such compassion for me? I tried to inflict harm upon you. Am I allowed to feel such joy? For every day you suffered, a day of happiness. That's how it has to be. So stand by my side. He softly whispered the girl's name. You know her name? For several long moments, her lips trembled in trepidation, but in time she squeezed them together and made a smile. He wrapped his arms around her unbelievably slender butter smooth. Let me try again. He wrapped his arms around her unbelievably slender, frail frame, holding her tight in an affectionate embrace. Mel approached me the next day. He explained to me the course of events and then asked me to dress her up more beautifully than any other noble girl had ever been. She was already a very pretty girl, so even without much effort on my part, simply putting her in a dress, she radiated beauty. I was quite partial to her smile, so I agreed to help, thinking that if it would lead her to their happiness, I could not ask for anything more. I never anticipated what would happen next, though. Perhaps my hopes were unreasonable after all. Ah, you see, white-haired girl, give her a name for fuck's sake. When a man has hots for a girl, he cannot think rationally anymore. True. Actually true. He will go through the lengths to get you, like, I can make you an aristocrat. You can, like, date my friend. No, not date my friend. You can, like, get with my... No. What did he say? You can be adopted by my homie. And then, like, we can hook up. Nelly, right. Oh no. Oh no. Arthur's kind of like the guy she didn't want to be with. Ay ay ay. Now, Nelly, you love the theater, so don't look so cross. Nelly was out with a man other than her brother that evening. A rare sight indeed. Let's hope they're not there all at the same time. Ooh, that would be so bad. And she was quite clearly in a foul mood. I will not stand for this. That I should have to marry a man as disagreeable as Arthur. It's unthinkable. The young man at her side was Nellie's fiancé. Oh no! Selected by her parents! On any other occasion, she would have snubbed an invitation from any man who was not Mel, but she had little say in this matter. She was, for lack of a better word, forced to go out with him. Excuse me. And oh, excuse me. And oh, how furiously she had fought against it. She had shoved aside the Abigail trying to fasten her corset, locked herself in her room, and sobbed for quite some time. It required the combined efforts of several of us to get her ready and out the door for her date. Come now, you should at least pretend you're enjoying yourself. Or do you want people to think we don't get along? Do we get along? Well, I want to, for what it's worth. What it's worth to you is my name, not me. Are you really going to be like that? I went out of my way to take you to your favorite play. The least you could do is be a little kinder to me. What was it called again? Romeo and Juliet? It's been running for 6 or 7 years now. A family like yours or mine could pay to have a brand new script written. So why should we have to see an old play at a theater full of commoners? It may be private, but even so... I would rather just have a show put on in my estate. Stop talking already! Why should I have to marry someone like you? I have absolutely no desire to marry you. Whatever it takes, I will put a stop to this. I'll talk to father as many times as I must. Olga. Please, don't make such a scene. It's shameful. There are people around. Remember, you represent your family. Besides, our families are hardly strangers to one another. Oh. Oops. Wait, you can date my friend. I didn't mean to say that. I meant the adoption thing. That sounds like some interesting material plot. You know, it hasn't been seen before, so... Somehow Romeo and Juliet is 6 to 7 years old. Such old garbage. Right? Who wants to see this old garbage, huh? This play's been out for 6 years. When's the sequel? Romeo and Juliet 2. And besides, our families are hardly strangers to one another. Try as you might, I doubt you can get rid of me. No matter what you say, you can't break this engagement. You don't. Your parents gave me too much free. He's slowly sounding more and more obnoxious. You can sense my hate building. Your parents gave you too much freedom, and look at what a spoiled little girl you became because of it. Goodness, you're going to be quite the handful. Oh no. Oh, get off your high horse. No, you're the one on a high horse, Nellie. You're going to be my wife. You could at least put some effort into liking me. What happens when I take you to a social engagement and you act like... What happens when you take... It's shameful to the both of us. This coming from someone who used to call me Lady Nellie. What's your problem? When you choose to act like a lady, I'll gladly call you that again. Goodness gracious. Put yourself in my shoes for a second. I have to marry a bratty little girl because it'll help my family. How dare you talk about me that way? You're not a damn princess. Open your eyes. If you think talking to your father will get you out of this marriage, you're welcome to try. I doubt he'll have it, though. Otherwise, you can just go complain to it about your... Complain about it to your friends, my bad. Oh, that's right. As far as I'm aware, you don't have any friends. Enough! As you wish. This is so frustrating. Why should I have to listen to this jerk mock me? I have Mel. I know, if father won't listen to me, I'll ask Mel to talk to him. Mel will be able to convince him. Come on now, your favorite play is about to start. Maybe you should face forward. Joy of all at last. You won't be talking down to me much longer. that? Oh no. No, no. Wait, Nelly, get back here. What is that damn child's problem? I didn't give her permission to leave. Father will be sure to hear about this. I cannot have the roads making any more of a fool of me. Mm. I... You're fine. Oh, wait. You're fine. Don't be shy. But so many people are looking at me. She's pretty. It's because you're gorgeous. No, it's because I look strange. I assure you that's not the case. It's true you have an unusual appearance, but right now the unique color of your hair, your skin, and your eyes all serve to accentuate your beauty. You sound like a prince, Lord Mel. Honestly, there are flaws in today's society. Being in past would suck. Actually, looking at the whole forced marriage thing, yeah. Being, like, I was born in the wrong generation, haha jokes, but they didn't see this part. Having arranged marriages at 14, 15, just for the sake of family names, having to act certain ways, being trained to act certain ways even, you know? Your whole life is just right there. No wonder there's so many, like, rebellion stories when it comes to royalty, because that would suck ass. Wait, I hunger for a fruit. Nom 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 nom. Yeah, and that's probably not even the worst part. With much worse healthcare. What healthcare? In my medieval society? No, no. I don't think healthcare existed. Like, yeah, for real. If you were rich, good, you survive. If you were a commoner, good luck. You have to take care of yourself with like herbs and the town practitioner and whatnot. Yeah, you have a point there. Oh, you think so? I don't know what he said. I mean, I did say I'd be a stand-in prince for you, but that's what he said. I think you're a wonderful prince, not just a stand-in. Which makes you my princess, then. I don't. Oh, you're supposed to say, yes I am there. You're going to make me sad. I... I guess I'll just have to keep working at it until you submit. Whoa! Mel. Oh my, oh my, oh my. Teenagers do have hormones, don't ever forget. Oh, hey, play's about to start. What am I supposed to be doing? Nothing in particular. Just sit back and enjoy the show. Submit? I'm sorry. I guess I'll just have to make you submit. Oh, whoa, hello, Mel. And we're talking about Prince and Princess. What is this? You took a left turn. The dude is having fun messing with her. Yeah. Oh, but there's one thing. Yes. If I start dozing off, could you maybe wake me up? Oh, here she comes. Here comes that girl. Dearest Mel! Oh, Nelly. Dearest Mel, why are you... What are you doing here? asked her to join me. It's nothing to get worked up over. It is. It absolutely is. How many times did I ask you to come with me and you wouldn't? You don't even like theater, dearest Mel, and you brought her? You're right. I'm not I'm not especially fond of plays, but I wanted her to be able to see one. Why are you making such a big deal out of this, Nellie? She's not suitable for you. What? She isn't good enough for you. Why would you choose her? She's creepy and you have no idea where she came from. Oh, don't talk about her like that, Melly. But you don't even know who her family is. I do. What? Lord Mel? It's fine. You just stay quiet. Sorry. Enjoy the show. Aggressive. Just sit back and enjoy the show. Mel! What are you doing? Why you choose her and not me? Yeah, that's the vibe that she's giving off. Like the other maids, she comes from a respectable house. I looked into it. However, circumstances prevent me from telling you what house that is. No, you're lying. That can't be. She doesn't act like a lady, she lacks etiquette, and she probably can't even dance. You expect me to believe someone like her is from a good house? Enough already, Nellie. Oh. Mel yelled at me. You have my word. You don't have to worry about her. So please, stay out of this, Nellie. It isn't any of your business if I spend time with her, is it? But dearest Mel... You need to stop hanging all over me, Nellie, and find someone for... Wait. What are you doing at the theater? Are you here alone? Oh, yes, dearest Mel, about that. I have a favor to ask of you. I've been waiting to talk to you... Excuse me. Excuse me. I've been waiting to talk to you about this since yesterday, but I haven't seen you at all. Settle down, Nellie. What is it? Father had me engaged without consulting me, and he picked Arthur, that disagreeable little... Oh, right. That. I already know. What? I heard it from Father. That reminds me, you didn't show up at breakfast this morning. I see now. It was because of your engagement. Dearest Mel... Is that who you're here with today? In that case, you should get back to him, rather than waste any more time with us. Oh my god, her heart breaks. Ooh. Bless you? Oh, I burped. Also, it feels like it'll be a very unfortunate turn of events. Yeah, I feel like someone got the short end of the stick here, and someone else is going to get another short end of another stick. This is really good, though. The story is heating up. You knew I didn't want to get married, Mel, so why? Why didn't you talk Father out of it? Because it's your time, Nellie. If there's someone else you'd rather be with, then, well, you can try persuading Father, but... You're the only prince for me, dearest Mel. And a prince always grants his princess wishes. Doesn't he? I just want you to say you'll do that for me, dearest Mel. Lady Nellie, you stay out of this. Oh, it's all your fault. It's all because you showed up and played your little tricks on him. Oh no, that's not her fault at all. I warned you about this rat, dearest Mel. She's not suitable for... I told you I'd had enough already. How much longer are you going to continue acting like a child? Oh my god. I can deal with you being such... I can deal with you being a spoiled little girl, but how dare you be so derisive to someone else? Mel... hit me. Lord Mel! Go on. The show's about to start. People are giving us dirty looks. Return to your betrothed. No. Betrothed. Betrothed. I will apologize to him afterwards as well. You said you would always be by my side. That you would always be my prince. The time for make-believe is past, Nellie. No. No! I refuse to believe it! I will not have it! Oh my god, she's so sad! Oh! My goodness, that girl. Are you not going to go after her, Lord Mel? No. Just let her go. The only place she even has to go is home. I just wish she'd just start acting a little more like an adult. This is so sad. This is so sad. Short stick ends galore. Okay, Mel's a bitch confirmed. Yeah, god damn. No, he down bad supremely. He only cares about her right now. Couldn't care less about his sister? God damn. I get that she needs to grow up, but geez, forcing a marriage? Holy. I mean, not forcing a marriage, but like being okay with her just like not acknowledging her feelings and whatnot, you know? God damn. I'm stuffing my face. I imagine needy Lily. Oops, nope, that's not the word. I imagine a Lady Nelly simply. Hmm? She what? No. It just wasn't my intention to get between you. Don't blame yourself. It's not your fault we had an argument. But you two are so close. Well, yeah. We're siblings, so we're close, but nothing more. I do care about Nellie, and I enjoy spending time with her. But she's my sister. Nothing more. Anyway, sorry for making such a scene. No, I imagine she left her betrothed behind without saying anything, so I'm going to go apologize to him. We have to keep up appearances. Stay here. I'll be right back. Very well. I mean, they're all trapped by their roles. He is the privileged male in the situation, but he's also a teenage boy. Damn. Damn. Yeah. It's like... It's... I like... It's good so far. Ah, what are my thoughts? It's good so far. Thank you for asking. Which of the siblings do you think was in the right, Master? The brother or the sister? Oh my. I apologize for the abrupt question. Did I startle you? What do I think? Yes, I believe Mel was probably right. He was he was also surely happier than her. As Mel had anticipated, Nellie fled from the theater, leaving her fiancé behind. She forced her way into a carriage stopped outside, probably one called for a different nobleman, and ordered it to take her home. Mel's assumption was correct. The only place she had to return to was the mansion. The sun was beginning to set, and as a young lady, she could not simply go wandering through town alone. Nor did she have any acquaintances to take her in. Her world was in essence composed of two elements, her brother and the rose garden. Fuck! They were the light of her life at Rose Manor. No! She lived a very isolated existence. Oh my, oh my. When she escaped back home, Nellie went straight to her room, locked the door, and began sobbing. The waves of her sorrow came crashing effortlessly over the levees. Tears streamed through the cracked walls of the dams, blocking her tear ducts. Oh, why? Oh, why won't you help me, Mel? Why won't you take my side? Oh, that's so sad. Oh my god. The decor in her room appeared blurry through her damp eyes. Memories of the day she had it redecorated played back in her mind with crystal clarity. She told me she had no feelings for you. That liar! That liar! Oh my god, she's so... She let her emotions run wild, breaking glass craftwork, silver plates designed by famous foreign artisans. You can break a silver plate? Oh. Flower vases, all sorts of things. It was as though a beast had been set loose in her bedchamber. The vase she tossed shattered against a painting hanging on... It's the painting, you guys. Such. Indeed. The vase she tossed shattered against a painting hanging on the wall, spraying water, porcelain, and roses in every direction. It was the portrait she adored so dearly of her and her brother. And in what appeared to her like a metaphor for her life, the frame fell off its mounting and came crashing to the floor. Nellie darted over and scooped it up. The frame had broken, but the painting inside was unharmed. The two smiling children were the very image of happiness, inseparable siblings, gently holding one another's hand. My prince is no more. Though in her present state of mind, that image of happiness brought her nothing but misery. And the worse she felt, the more frustrated she grew at the smiling girl and the kind boy of her past. The princess is no more either. You're not a princess anymore, Nellie. Some other woman has taken your place. I trusted you, Mel. I believed you would always be there for me. This painting is nothing but a lie. That's not the real Mel. That's not the real me. It's all a big fat lie. A lie. I wish this painting never existed. That it was never made. That I never had a brother. Oh no. No. This painting. In a fit of emotional distress, she scratched feverishly at the painting she once considered precious. She put more force into her fingers than she, or perhaps anyone, might have imagined she could. Flakes of paint began falling off the canvas, and in time, she noticed something peculiar. Huh? What? Is this writing? Something's hidden beneath the paint? Just a little more. A date. Why would that be hidden? What could it be for? Completed May 1587? 1587? She read aloud the faded, scratched-up handwriting. After staring blankly at the text for some time, the color in her face began to drain. What is this? How could this have been painted 16 years ago? I wasn't even born yet. Oh, scary. My prince is no more. Play astronomy at funeral, boys. Oh. I wasn't even born yet then, and Mel would have been just a baby. Is this not me? Is this not Mel? There's still more writing. Urged on by her rapidly pounding heart, Nellie furiously scratched away at the painting. Even as her clean, pink fingernails were soiled with fragments of paint and blood, she did not stop. She was so overwhelmed by trepidation that she could not stop. She had a horrible premonition that something was about to happen. Something indescribable, incomprehensible. This is how I envision your son and our unborn daughter might look several years from now. Your son and our unborn daughter. So this was a painting of the future. Then it really is of me and Mel. No, use your head, stupid. I'm only 14. 16 years ago, I would not even been inside Mother. But then who is this? Who is that holding Mel's hand? Who is that with my brother? More, there has to be. Found it! There's more writing. I have to know what this is. Calm down, Nelly. It's nothing to get worked up over. I'm sure it's nothing. Calm down and read. There's nothing to worry about. If our unborn child... This is what the writing on the painting said. If our unborn child does not have your hair color... Bro, your theory... Then you'll probably not be able to take her in as your own. Oh, 100 prediction right, right here, right by this boy. I accept Bitcoin. So how do you like set up Bitcoin? I might have to like bro. Then you'll probably not be able to take her in as your own. I will be punished and my life made miserable. And so I pray that this child might have flaxen hair. Ah, though it is a sin to wish she though is it a sin to wish she has in her a trace of me. I do hope it is a girl. What am I reading? I don't get it. Someone tell me, what does this mean? A painting from 16 years ago. Hair color, sin. I do hope it is a girl. Oh. Things have turned. How interesting. Though honestly, I was pulling this shit out of nowhere. I know you were. Just as one possible way stuff might happen. Oh my. Yes. It's Nelly. Let me in. Lady Nelly? Oh. What, Nelly. Oh, you changed out of your dress. That's a shame. It looked nice on you. It really did look so nice. Almost like you were a princess. Lady Nelly? Say, I've got a question for you. Do you mind? By all means. What color hair did your father have? I beg your pardon? Did you not hear me? Should I repeat the question? No. I assumed it would be about Lord Mel. I am just so curious about where you got that white color from. My father was more tan than white, so I didn't inherit my paleness from anyone. I asked about your father's hair color. Why would you want to? There's no reason you can't tell me, is there? My father, had white hair. But that was simply because he was an older man. I do not think he was born with... Lady Nelly? Oh, hey, guess what? I figured it out. I figured it all out. And it was so simple. There's only one difference between you and me. The thing that Mel fell for is... Why do you have those? No, stay back. Ooh, oh my, oh my. But that makes Mel and Nellie less related than Mel and white-haired girl. Yeah, yeah. We think, right? Ah. Ah, we have finally reached this point in the tale, Master. If your memory has been refreshed, then we can return to the mansion immediately. Very well then. If you insist, Master, we shall proceed with the story. It was a stormy night, much like the one with the white-haired girl had first arrived on. It was quiet as a crypt in the mansion, not a single light visible in the halls. The house sat in wait for the sun to peek out over the horizon. The darkness is, generally speaking, something that rushes by like a gust of wind as we sleep. The flaxen-haired young man, too, lay in bed, pale blue moonlight sporadically streaming through the gaps in his drawn velvet curtains as he attempted to submit to slumber. He was having difficulty drifting off, but as time trickled onward, he drew closer and closer to the arms of Morpheus. Suddenly, he sensed a presence in the room, much like the one from those nights from some weeks earlier. Is someone there? Answer. A slender, feminine finger pressed gently against his lips. There was no hostility in the motion, but rather a great deal of affection. Here. The silhouette faintly visible in the dark room was the same as that night. A flash of lightning shone through the drawn curtains, illuminating her beautiful white hair. Several silky locks spilled over her shoulders and brushed against Mel's cheeks. Excuse me. The strawberries do be good though. Hello. Maybe I should lock my door. People love coming in today, huh? Oh well. And she took by force what she thinks is hers. Oh boy. Oh. Hybrid. Not what I thought was gonna happen. Oh my. A couple soft puffs of air tickled his face as though she were silently laughing. Ah. He assumed her finger, held against his lips, was her way of telling him to stay quiet. She began to slowly, delicately trace the outline of his mouth, moving down his cheek and along his jawline, as if over porcelain. You are, rather more forward than I remember. Well, I suppose you always were quite daring. This isn't the first time you've sneaked into my bedchamber. She's silent. The boy said in an attempt to conceal his surprise. Do you remember the night she came to exact revenge on him for her father? Indeed, she had proven herself to be a rather bold girl once already. It's dark, I can't see you very well. Why don't I light a lamp, or perhaps we could open that. Before he could finish, the white-haired girl sealed his lips with her— Oh. Or maybe I am right. In the near total darkness of his bedchamber, the two shadows appeared as one. Aww. They remained that way for several minutes. Their kiss was innocent, no more than the pressing together of two pairs of lips. And at the same time, the white-haired girl lovingly ran her fingertips across his skin. When their lips separated, Mel gasped for air. It seemed he had been holding his breath. Slightly embarrassed at himself, he said, "Ah!" Scary. Dearest Mel. Uh-oh. Oh my, oh my, oh my. Nothing. He could not speak. The silhouette hanging above him was certainly the white-haired girl's. Or was it? Because his next words were, "Get off me." He reflexively shoved the girl straddling him aside. She rolled off the bed, landing on the cold floor, but slowly, gradually, she crawled her way back toward him. That wasn't very nice. Veiled in darkness, Veiled in darkness, she slowly lifted her head, and then there was another flash of lightning. The heavy fabric of the curtains rustled, bolts of lightning streaming between the gaps. That's scary. Her flaxen irises glimmered, though in the bluish-white light they took on a twinge of almost golden glow. No need to be so rough. This isn't the first time she's visited your bedchamber, is it, Mel? Or did I not kiss you the same way? Tell me, how does she run her fingers across your skin? What does she do when she nuzzles up to you? Stop this madness, Nellie. Why would you do this? Because you like white hair, don't you, Mel? You like white hair, which is why you fell for her, isn't it? So if I have white hair, then you'll fall for me too. Then I can be your princess again, dearest Mel. What are you even talking about? Oh shit. Oh no. Oh, she has silver hair. The thought gets much more horrifying. Yeah. Nuzzles you. Oh. He could not escape from her. Oh, that was loud. Is it loud? Let me just take a little break. If it's too loud, let me know. He could not escape from her, from his sister's piercing gaze. Why? What happened? How could she? Questions crashed into the young man's mind like waves in a stormy sea, but none of them found answers. They simply caused him further perplexity. Your hair. What happened to your hair? How did you get it that color? Oh, this? You like my wig? But as soon as the words left her mouth, Mel was in motion, propelled by pure instinct. He clenched Nellie's shoulders tight enough to dig his fingers into her flesh. You're hurting me, Mel. What did you do to her? Tell me. Oh my god, it's so... I can't accurately, like, get... Oh my god, it's intense, yeah. With the sound, I mean. Yeah, my worst thought confirmed. What did you do to her? Tell me, what did you do? We made her leave. It was a perfectly reasonable decision. She was obviously not nobility, and thus hardly fit to be a part of this household. But there's no need to worry, Mel. I'm here to take her place. You sound like a madwoman. It doesn't matter if she was of noble blood or not. She promised she would stay by my side. So why... How could you do that to her? I promised you that long before she ever did. And I love you far more than she did, Mel. Have you lost your mind? You're not making any sense. Where is she now? What is she doing? It's always her with you. What more could you want from me? Tell me, what does she have that I don't? What do I have to do to get you to focus on me and only me? We're siblings. Don't you understand what you're doing? Oh, I understand it quite well. Far better than you do, dearest Mel. I even know that a former queen was executed for it. But if we don't get caught, there's no problem. Nelly, are you saying that you've always felt this way about me? Oh my, you didn't notice, dearest Mel? You truly are a dense one. I guess romance just isn't your strong suit. But you've noticed now, haven't you? You know exactly how I feel about you, right? Quit it. Enough. Don't say anything else. Stop having these insane feelings for me. It's disgusting. What are you laughing about? Poor Mel. Content in your complete ignorance. Alright, I'll tell you everything. Mel, you can only love blood-related women. Huh? His cackling sister appeared to him like some kind of inhuman life form. Her actions and incomprehensible exclamations slowly drained him of his strength. What kind of deranged nonsense is that? I love her. She's your sister, Mel. Very funny. How far out of your mind have you gone, Nelly? Poor Mel. Do you honestly know nothing? Say that her father was a painter. He painted pictures for a living. What of it? For a time, her father painted for our family. You've seen the picture before, dearest Mel. The one hanging in my room of the two of us. That was painted by her father. He did a good job, didn't he? I kept asking and asking until you finally agreed to hold my hand. And how did you feel about that? You were rather embarrassed, weren't you? Do you remember that day, dearest Mel? You couldn't possibly remember it. But there's a chance you might remember this. Before we moved to this mansion, we had a painter with white hair. I don't remember any such thing. He was, long ago, a painter in service of the Rhodes family. She's not a brat like you. Former queen. Yeah, I assume they're talking about their mom. That's incest. Wait, Mom and oh. Wait. Oh, I don't know. You say that, now I don't know. Well, wait. Former. Wait, former? Oh, we're gonna have to find out. We're gonna have to find out about that, huh? That might just be referring to a historical figure. Maybe. She said former queen was executed, if I remember right. Maybe like their grandmother? Oh yeah, the grandfather didn't. The grandfather bought the mansion. And he passed away. He passed away on top of another woman. Oh my god. That's not really relevant, but I just remembered that fact. We'll put it together as we go. But that painter did something very, very bad. And because of that, he couldn't remain a part of our household. You know what he did, Mel? You lay with mother. My father was chased from your house. If the child had been born with flaxen hair, then the painter would not have been thrown out. The baby would have been accepted as part of the family. But that wasn't how it turned out. The child had white hair. She didn't look at all like she carried the Rhodes family blood. But see, mother had me. That I'm here is all the proof you need. The girl born 16 years ago didn't have flaxen hair. Up until his last breath, he was only ever concerned about me. He held me in his arms and ran his hands through my hair, an apologetic look on his face. You're talking total nonsense. What proof do you have? If you want to see it, I'll gladly show you. The artist left a message in the painting in my room. Tell me, am I truly wrong? What did that girl tell you? You're lying. What part of it is a lie, Mel? Everything I'm telling you is the truth. Why don't you go ask mother? I'm sure she would throw quite the fit. Mother wouldn't. The mistress did not send me away when she saw me. Oh, I see. Quite the opposite. She took me in as a servant. It never made sense to me. Why would she hire a maid she knew nothing about, someone who just showed up at the door one day? And when I asked mother to make her my maid, she stubbornly refused. From a good house? Don't make me laugh. If she were really nobility, she would have given us her name. Her name. But mother was so desperate to cover up her mistake. That doesn't make any sense. I don't believe a word you're saying. It couldn't possibly be true. Wouldn't it be nice if you could bury your head in the sand? But Mel, feigning ignorance is a sin. No, I refuse to believe it. Not a chance in hell. You just don't understand anything. How I feel, how much I've suffered. Do you have any idea how long I've loved you? Knowing that you would never accept my affection. But then, fancy that. You fell in love with your half-sister. Then I should qualify for your love too. Shouldn't I, Mel? Stop it, enough. Shut your mouth. Not another word. I don't believe any of this. Mel. I know you'll never love me. I know there's nowhere for me to run. Say, when we were kids, was that really me? Was I really by your side, Mel? If that painting tells the whole truth, I was never once did I get to be your princess. Not even once. Damn. Damn. Where's your proof? Hold it! Dearest Mel, everyone just loves to dote on me. They're always telling me how pretty I am. Mother does, father does, and all the maids do too. I can do anything I want. So for me, acting like a spoiled child is the only form of rebellion I have. I don't have the kind of freedom you do, Mel. I'm just a doll for the family to play with. When I have visitors, it's only ever for show. So it's not my fault that I don't have friends. Dearest Mel, you're the only one who's ever cared about me more than anything in the world. Dearest Mel, I always knew how I would react if you fell in love. I would cry my eyes out. I would envy her to death. I would get as angry as a bull. But eventually, I would have given up. I knew I could never have it my way, after all. My feelings would never bear fruit. So why did she have to be your sister? Tell me. Why? Ah. Oh yeah, I guess it's not necessary that Nell was born from the painter. But I guess it's not that important. He came first, and then the painter lay with mother. And then they had another daughter. I assume that's the timeline of events. Wait. Excuse me. Oh dear, Smell. Here you are again reading such hard books. Your eyes will go bad if you spend too long staring at pages. I'll be fine, Nellie. It's not like I'm reading 24 hours a day. No, that's not good enough. If your eyes go bad, dear Smell, you won't be able to see me anymore. You worry too much. I can see you fine and well, my princess. Your hair, glimmering like the sun, and your beautiful smile. I can see you as clear as day, and that'll never change. Plus, the skies are clear today, so you're even more radiant than usual. You know, this is my favorite season. Winter's cold and there's so much rain. I can't stand it. But as it gets closer to my birthday, the clouds go away. And I just adore the sun. Yes. It's almost your birthday, isn't it? Have you decided what you're going to ask Father for? Not yet. I want pretty dolls and shoes with sparkling gems. And I also want a pretty dress like the ones Mother wears. At least that long is asking a bit much, even for Father. But dear Smell... I already have what I want the most. So the truth is, as long as I have that, I don't need anything else. Oh, and what would that be? The hairpin they bought for you the other day? Or maybe the song they had written for you last year? None of that, dear Smell. Huh? Then what could it be? Now I'm really curious. What is it that's so valuable to you? That's a secret. Girls have so many secrets, I just don't know what to do. Oh. Ay. Sorry for the interruption. Speaking of eyes going bad, got my eyesight checked today. They got worse. Oh no. I'm sad. I'm sorry for your loss in 2 points of eye vision. Do you need glasses? That's cute, if so. Ow, popcorn. Kernel, owie. Say, dear Smell, would you run your fingers through my hair? Just for a little bit. Oh, what's gotten into you, Nellie? Why are you so hungry for attention all of a sudden? Please, dear Smell. Oh, Nellie, what am I going to do with you? Come over here. And I want to sit on your lap. Yes, as you wish, my beautiful, beautiful little princess. Say, dear Smell? What is it this time, Nellie? Right now, I'm so incredibly happy. Oh, and out of curiosity, who was it that you really cared so much about? Ooh, goosebumps. Yeah, I'm gonna be getting stronger ones now. But I really should be more careful from now. You can do the blue light thing, turn that filter on, I guess. I don't know if it helps. Rest your eyes more often, you know. Just don't stare for too long at screens. In a fevered frenzy, Mel fled from the mansion. Even in early summer, the night was cold, and to make matters worse, raindrops pelted him from head to toe. But that caused him little discomfort, for a far greater maelstrom of pain rampaged within his breast. At night, the town took on a different appearance. Not simply for lack of illumination, but the people active within it as well. It was not a suitable place for a young aristocratic man to go wandering unattended. The darkness is not only the abode of devils, but of beggars, thieves, criminals, and all manner of things undesirable. But despite that, he continued to run, knowing not where he was to head. He simply went where his feet took him, and where he arrived was the church. Father! Father! God should be able to offer me counsel, to answer all my questions. About that painting, about her, and about Nellie's feelings. Not her lies, but the truth. Please, open the door! Open the door! But, as he might expect, the door was locked, and the priest showed no sign of responding to his calls. The sound of the pouring rain drowned out everything else. And his head drooped feebly. He looked like a helpless little calf who had wandered alone onto a dark, precarious mountain path with no end in sight. Why won't anyone tell me the truth? All I want is for someone to tell me it's not true. Have I sinned? No, I didn't know anything. I didn't know. No, none of it is true, so I haven't done anything wrong. I'm not at fault. Am I? Nevertheless, his sister's claims and her laughs continued to echo within his head. If he truly believed it to be false, he would not have gone to look at the painting. That he could not was an indication that uncertainty had a stronger grip on him. Ah, such sweet denial. Sweet, sweet denial. Wait till it hits like for real, for real. Fragmented images of a white-haired painter fluttered through the back of his mind, but he desperately shoved them aside. Excuse me. What good is the church? What good is theology? What good is God? Something moved near the boy. It stood immediately behind him and grasped his light dressing gown. He had been so consumed in his own world that he had not noticed the person's presence until they were close enough to touch him. Who are you? Ah, I said that too fast. Standing there was a beggar dressed in tattered rags. He's still begging at the church? The hooded beggar tentatively extended his hand toward Mel, pleading for relief with sad, slender fingers. Were he a generous young man, Mel would have given the beggar something. Were he generous, of course. Lord, get your filthy hands off me. I don't have a damn thing to give you right now. Don't you dare touch me. Suddenly, the beggar's head turned upward. My eyes catch the beggar's. Her hood fell back, revealing a hairless head. Why? And a pair of red eyes gazing bitterly, though with the familiar, distinctive glimmer at Mel. Red eyes. She immediately covered her— oh my god. She immediately covered her face and turned to run. It can't be. The beggar that's always been here was a— But you said yourself that they would not survive much longer. How could you be certain that she was the same beggar? Wait for me. Perhaps, as someone of such high social standing, all beggars appeared the same to you? Or perhaps you wanted to believe your meager generosity made a difference, that you did something of value. I will not say it is wrong to think so. Wait for me. Aww. I chase after the fleeing girl. Though I shout for her to stop, she continues to run. The rain is so heavy, I'm afraid I might lose her. I'm terrified. But But I didn't do anything wrong. Did I? I'm begging you, please stop. I just want to talk. Oh, she comes to a stop at a corner. Please do not go around this corner. It's you, isn't it? I'm sorry. Why are you apologizing? What I said back there was terrible, and for that I'm truly sorry. I didn't realize it was you. Please, come back to me. If you're concerned about social status, I'll figure something out. And Nellie's getting married off soon enough. Oh, yes, Nellie. Nellie did some horrible things to you. She's lost her mind. She was talking nonsense. But don't worry, she'll be out of the picture soon enough. I'll make sure you're safe. Say something. Please. Are you angry? You're angry, aren't you? I am not angry at you. I am not. Did you know everything? Did you come to our house aware of everything? What? Did you? Tell me, please. The priest isn't around and everything Nellie says is a lie. You're the only one who will tell me it's not true. What do you... Our relationship. I don't understand what you're saying. Ah, I see. You don't know. You don't know. It's for the best. Nellie's the only one who knows, and she'll be gone before long. Everything will be alright. Lord Mel, it'll all be alright. Let's go back. I'll make sure you're never put in danger again. I'm begging you. Stay with me. My appearance is no longer suitable to stand at your side. You saw how unsightly I am back at the church, did you not? Hair can grow back. That's not a problem. Now I truly look the part of the hideous witch. But I am to blame. It was a sin for me to find happiness in your kindness. What are you talking about? My sin was falling in love with you. Not what happened to my father, nor how we had to spend our days. There's no sin in that. We have our whole lives ahead of us, don't we? Soon enough, I will lock this door. Ay ay ay. Oh well. He'll have people take care of his sister. Ah. Well, hopefully not murder. But maybe. Who knows? She might just be off the rails completely. I mean, she is, but, you know. Jeez, he doesn't even care. Yeah. Oh boy. Love, huh? With enough time, this whole tragic mess will be behind us. Things will only get better from here. I'll be your prince. Like the one who took the girl to see the outside world. So please, give me your hand. Come to me. Don't leave me all alone. I need you by my side. Please. I extend my hand around the corner. I sense her hesitating beyond the bend. I'm begging you. I can't see what's on the other side, but a vision of her reaching out to put her hand in mine wells up in my mind. But story never had an ending. What? She doesn't take my hand. I doubt the girl ever wrote that letter. She's not there when I turn the corner. Why? How did things end up like this? Where did I go wrong? Oh God. Oh, you're here. Your error was likely your kindness. thoughtlessly, haphazardly spreading your generosity. But that generosity came from your own desire to avoid pain, for your own happiness. I... What should I have done? I can't take this. Everyone was happy. Nellie used to laugh and smile. She once meant the world to me. How did things end up like this? It's not my fault. I didn't do anything wrong. If you pretend like nothing happened, then perhaps they can go on smiling in your head. But regardless, you must follow the path you tread. It is your path alone. The path you chose when, in that moment, you decided to run. Make the wrong choice in these moments, and you shall find yourself on the road to ruin. I would have been better off not knowing, better off in the dark. I just wanted those tranquil days to last. They were supposed to last forever. At some point, your childhood must come to an end, and that ending may not be the one you anticipated. I can't stand this world. You yearned for a world that would treat you with kindness. What should I do? What should I have done? Someone, please, help me. You should return now. If you spend too long out here, you are liable to catch a cold. Now, let us return to our own time. Oh. Oh. Yep, love. That can build lives and destroy them as well. Oh boy, indeed. I kind of feel his pain, not gonna lie. Oh. It's... Like when you put yourself in his shoes, it's tough. Really. The crestfallen young man faded into the distance, and the decrepit double doors clacked shut. Through the shattered glass, you could see only the ruins of a garden, not a single rose growing within. You had evidently returned from the past. In the garden, weeds grew taller than people. You found it difficult to look at. A wolf howled in the distance. The children, the sea of roses, and the white-haired girl were nowhere to be found. You and the maid who called you master were the only people present in the mansion. What happened to them next? Oh, master, you would know better than I. My, you cannot remember? It seems that this is quite serious, then. Worry not. My loyalty lies with you, master. The mansion has witnessed more yet. Let us make our way to the second door. Second door? Your hand in hers, the maid guided you back through the kitchen and you in the tea room. Into the tea room, sorry. Her palms were so cold. You felt as though you were clenching ice. Master, do you wish to know the truth, no matter what may be hidden within? Or, if it is something you would be happier not knowing, would you rather... let me take a sip of water. My. Or, if it is something you would rather be okay, next line. Oh, is that so? I wonder about their father. Yes, the flaxen-haired sibling's father. You think he knew about the white-haired girl? If he did, then perhaps he allowed her to stay because of how deeply he loved his wife. Or maybe because he did not want people to find out about her. I expect he too experienced many different emotions. But those pages of his story remain untold. Their parents likely had a turbulent tale as well, but theirs is not of consequence. To whom? I could not tell you. You and the maid crossed through the entrance hall, continuing your trek. At some point, the fire in the fireplace had faded to embers, emphasizing the lack of light within the mansion. The maid took a candlestick and lit it in the cinders. The small flame illuminated her pale face. On a whim, you asked the maid about herself. About me? I am a maid devoted to your service, master, as I have said. Oh, what was that? You're interested in my name. You flatter me. I truly do appreciate the question, but you are more than welcome to simply call me the maid. Also, it would make me much happier to hear you say my name after you recalled who you are, master. A subtle smile rose to the maid's face, after which she began to lead you down a first-floor corridor. Ooh. Still holding the maid's hand, you passed in front of a full-length mirror. In it reflected the warm light of the candle, which disappeared out of range shortly thereafter. Oh my, is something the matter? Did you come across something peculiar? The maid had not appeared in the mirror, though she was not the only one without a reflection. I see. You reached the end of the corridor. There appeared to be a doorway, but the door itself was long since gone, leaving only a hole in the wall to frame the stairs behind it. Without hesitation, the maid descended into the darkness. You have more interest in this mansion, master, than in a mere maid, do you not? Though it pains me to say as much in your presence, master. This house is cursed. Yes, it is a curse that runs deep. As you just bore witness to, the majority of those who dwell within these walls fall into misfortune. I have served here for many years, and periods of happiness are as fleeting as a sugar cube in a cup of hot tea. Why did such tragedies befall them? If I were to guess, master, it was because you had not returned. But when you remember your true self, the mansion's curse should be broken. The next door is before us. It appeared to be the entrance to a cellar. The disconsolate wooden door was visibly rotten in several places, and it seemed it might crumble at a single touch. I don't know, the way she says it, I would probably rather not know Lamau, but we've got plot to uncover. True. Sorry, that was since a while ago. But I think for me, damn, given the situation, I kinda would not. I would be ignorant as well, just for the bliss. But technically he can't even have that ignorance because he knows, you know? You could hear the sound of something devouring meat beyond the door. Maybe there was a beast living within. Before you had a chance to say you thought it was dangerous, the maid opened the door with a chilling smile on her face. Your first impression was that it smelled of blood. Don't show me scary. Don't show me scary. The second door. Oh, whoa. 1707. Oh, so this is 100 years later. Whoa. Right? Weren't they in the 1600s? The mansion sat in ruins in that era. Not a soul resided within. The grandeur of the house was lost to the ages. It was in perpetual decline. Not a flower grew in the garden. Dust and dirt blackened the plaster. Cobwebs blanketed the corridors. Ivy shrouded the outer walls. It was not a pleasant sight. As hard as I tried to fight it, I could not stop the mansion's descent into disrepair. The depth of the previous owner's grief, or perhaps despair, was far too much. After the beautiful flaxen-haired family, people stayed away from the mansion. They had no heirs, so their bloodlines simply vanished into the depths of history. It had been about 50 years since the house last had a resident. The forlorn property appeared as though it had been abandoned for centuries, and the occasional villager who stumbled upon it did not remain there for more than a day. My time there was rather solitary. That was perhaps the loneliest time of my life. Everyone who visited the mansion feared it, and it was left without anyone to become its master. I even came to believe that my time serving as a maid would come to an end in this era, However, one day, I noticed something out of the ordinary. As a servant of the house, I am almost immediately aware of any new presence within its walls, and there appeared to be someone downstairs. Can you imagine just how delighted I was? Though part of me was anxious about what kind of person I might find, the possibility that it could be you had my heart aflutter. So, resisting the urge to rush, I headed for the basement. Yeah, painting of 1587 was painted 16 years ago. Was painted 16 years ago, so yeah. Yeah. Oops. The cellar was where red wine, smoked meat, and other preserved foods were kept. By that point, the wine was practically antique. As I had expected, a man had made his way into the cellar. Is anyone there? Although, I am unsure if I am referring to him as a man. If referring to him as a man is entirely accurate. Oh my, this is quite something. Oh, you're scary! I don't like that at all. The very first thing I sensed was an almost unbearable stench. The odor emanated from the man, heightened by the food he had carelessly rummaged through. Blood-red liquid spilled from wine barrels, soaking the floor. His sunken eyes had a piercing, wolf-like glimmer in them. His teeth were sharp and yellowed, visible as he ripped into a chunk of meat. He grumbled in a seemingly inhuman tongue. I was looking at a beast, or perhaps a half-beast. There was another source of odor in the room, though. It had something of a kind of metallic tinge to it, and when I noticed this, I nearly passed out. The red liquid was not just wine, as I had assumed. The beast had, I presume, stolen a weapon from the village, a sword far too nice for him to lay on the floor by his side. I could hardly imagine how many people's lives he had taken with that blade. It was visibly wet with blood, even in the darkness of the cellar, but at the same time, it had an imposing gleam. The fine, luscious aroma of the wine could not mask the stench of blood and the beast. Holding my breath, I took a few moments to ponder. Ponder what? Oh, master, you know. Tell me, were you summoned here by the mansion? Did you come here knowing what kind of place this is? It is? If you are in want of money, you are welcome to help yourself to some of the furniture. And I imagine the villagers would be willing to welcome you if you dress yourself up like a person. Then you can trade the furniture for food and make your way to a larger town. The wolf was able to fool the innocent little girl simply by putting on clothing, after all. Oh dear, I was afraid you wouldn't understand me. What am I to do? I was in quite the predicament. Nevertheless, it meant a great deal to me that I had found someone who did not fear the mansion, be they human or beast. So I decided I should give him my assistance, while doing my best not to agitate him. Say, could you perchance be my new master? Don't be scary. Okay, I thought he was going to look directly at me. Scary. Holy shit, I've been going on for 2 hours 30 minutes? Okay, I think that's enough. I didn't even notice. So much happened. Let's save it here. The Beast's Desire. Oh my, oh my, oh my. Let me go ahead and... Okay, this is what I have to do. I have to... Bada bing, bada boom, and then... Oh no, what? Yeah, like that. And then... Oh wait. And then... Boy, oh boy. Ugh. That That was eventful. Oh my gosh. I can't believe it just ended with the Flaxen twins, not twins, siblings. Like that. And then it's a new story. Wait, no, it can't be a new story. Maybe it'll circle back around. I hope. But god, that was painful. That was a lot. I'm glad that, like, Nelly didn't actually scalp her, like, skin off, just hair off. So at least. Damn, though. God damn. Her arc is crazy, though. But it makes sense. And then the pain of Mel is very owie. Today was crazy. And she changes masters like she changes gloves. She does. Indeed. Oh, is that a beast in the basement? Hey, would you like to be my master? That's a yes. It was rough though. And this new arc is quite interesting, so I'm looking forward to more of that. But so far the flow seems to be like 2 streams is equal to 1 door. So that's a pretty good pretty good progress we made. Progress we made. Thank you. Thank you for being with me in this weekend progress. uh Tomorrow. Ah yeah, I got my hands on a controller. I mean it's not mine, it's my brother's, so but I'll be playing a hand time. Trying to get back into the flow of that. Just getting some achievements, you know, something for fun. I think next week though I'll be pretty light on my sched since I'm a little busy. But yeah, I'll throw some streams in there. One of this, one of that. You know. I didn't turn the background music on. Oops. Oh. But yeah. Why did that happen? Sorry. I didn't mean to do that. I hope that didn't blast your eardrums out, X. I was swinging my earbud and then it hit the mic. Sorry. Yeah though. Thank you. Thank you for being here yet again. You know, it's always lovely. No, I got called cringe for my error. Ah. Thank you. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I don't know if I said it to Ray, but my rigging's almost done. I'm just doing the booba, then I'll reveal that. Actually, I'm done with the feet, so I can just reveal the bottom and then, like, start going upwards. Yeah? Yeah? Actually, I have something to do this afternoon alongside my other stuff, but keep an eye out for that. Wah! The feet. Yes. You know, I drew myself shoes, and I was just like, man, this is really not me. I don't even wear shoes. I don't even wear shoes. So, I drew myself some socks, and I'm satisfied with them, because it's more cozy. My feel is like very... What I want to go for is like a casual feel. Not exactly comfy. Like, you know, I want to make a difference here in genres. There's comfy, and then there's casual. I want to be casual in the sense that I'm not wearing a big comfy sweater, but I do have a scarf to keep me warm and it's very cool and wiggly and I'm excited to show that to you. And it's casual, it's very casual, like it's what I would wear. And it's not comfy in the sense that it's like big jackets half draped over my shoulder, like other many other designs. Like, okay, point I get it. I get why people put their jackets over their shoulders. Art-wise, not over their shoulders, over their arms. Art-wise, it fills in the space supremely well. If you don't want to wear your jacket, like, you know, regularly, you put on your arms, and that's the arm area, like, covered. Like, you don't need to add any more details because you got the jacket over it. But I didn't want a jacket. I don't. I wear jackets, but I don't want to be that vibe. I want to be a different vibe, you know? Well, whatever floats your boat, yeah. Yeah. Like, I'm not shaming it, of course. I definitely do want to design a flavor where I have a jacket over it, because, you know, obligatory. Not really. It's just cool. But for, like, my basic, like, standard model, I want something a little more me, a little more unique. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah. You can expect this in the model too. This wiggly. This wiggly. That's about it though. That's all my news. Does anyone have any news they would like to share? The boing boing. Yes, yes, yes. I have many boing. Here, hair, thighs, boob. Boob. Yeah, I'm gonna eat too. I'm gonna finish my snack that I didn't finish. But yeah, I think that's all for today. Very good stream. I had fun. Thanks for stopping by and sticking around again. I hope it's not too late for you actually. Now that I think about the time hybrid. I'm not sure what time it is for you. But I know that it's like pretty opposite. But yeah, thank you for being here yet again. I'm always happy. Like, I'll thank you every time because I'm always happy about it. It brings me joy. It sparks joy in my life. Cause like, goddamn, I probably wouldn't continue doing this if people didn't like support me, you know? Cause that's how it usually goes. So like, when I thank you, it's like sincere thank you. Thank you for the stream. And yeah, it's almost 3 AM. Let's go. Staying up late. Haha. Good thing it's the weekend, I think. I don't know what day it is. Oh, what day is it for me, actually? Oh. Oh, yeah, then it's your weekend. You're fine. But rest well, okay? And thank you. Thank you, Ray. Thank you for stopping by. Yeah. And stream, and stream. Happy Saturday. Bye bye. See you again. Let's hang out again sometime.